کنگره ایالات متحده آمریکا، گردهمایی نوروزی با حضور نمایندگان ارشد از هر دو حزب. سخنرانی‌های نمایندگان کنگره در حمایت از مقاومت ایران و مجاهدان اشرفی، محکومیت نقض حقوق بشر در ایران و صدور تروریسم و بنیادگرایی توسط رژیم آخوندی.
Thank you very, very much, and what a pleasure, what an honor, what a privilege it is for me to be here once again to celebrate the Persian New Year, Nowruz. Did I say Nowruz? Okay, and I wish for each and every one of you a peaceful New Year, a happy New Year, prosperous New Year, but a year of safety for your loved ones at Camp Liberty. But last year was a year marked with successes and tragedies, when we should all take a moment to remember those whom we lost at Camp Liberty and those who have fallen victim to the Iranian regime with their terrible human rights violations. So I will ask you for a moment of silence in their name. And I hope that next year when we get together, we won't have to talk about the victims in this new year. We work swiftly, we work forcefully to help end the food and the blockage that they had on fuel. I just can't imagine blocking food, blocking fuel during those very difficult times. We worked together and we got that problem resolved. Somewhat. And I was so happy to join Congressman Rohrabacher, Cohen, Poe, Higgins, and Sanchez to form the Iran Human Rights and Democracy Caucus. And we thank each and every one of you for getting us more members for that caucus. We have all been so vocal in making sure that we can speak out at every opportunity against Tehran's oppressive nature. But this is a grassroots movement. You are fueling that. Thanks to you, the caucus is growing. Thanks to you, we are making a difference. And human rights violations have increased during this so-called moderate Rouhani. Unfortunately, in the past year, what happened, we've entered into the implementation stage of the joint program that we have with Iran, the JCPOA. What a terrible thing to shake the hands of the oppressors, to say, we're going to trust you because you're going to do the right thing. You have got to be kidding. So they continue with the executions, they continue with the harassment, the beatings, the detentions, the arrests. To make matters worse, we've actually given the Iranian regime $100 billion plus in sanctions relief. What are they going to be using that for? Absolutely, terrorism. Undoubtedly, it will be used to support its abuses and support for terror. There is no doubt. They're not interested in the well-being of the Iranian people. They're using that money for terror and for all of its proxies. Iran continues to be the #1 human rights violator in the world. Iran continues to be the #1 feeder of terrorism throughout the world. And now we've given them more money to continue to terrorize the globe. So this year we need to not only make sure that we hold the Iranian regime accountable over its nuclear power, but we also need to hold them accountable for its many, numerous, too many to even mention, human rights abuses. We need to fully and vigorously enforce our human rights sanctions. We need to expand them. We need to make them even stronger. We can still tighten the terror sanctions that we have. We can still tighten the human rights sections of sanctions that we have. We can still tighten the ballistic missile sanctions that we have. So we already have them. We need to expand upon them, make them tougher, and apply them. They deserve it. They've earned the right to be sanctioned. Now, as you know, the Iranian Revolutionary Guard Corps is Iran's army that exports its terror, exports its revolution, and it controls, as we know, a large part of the Iranian economy. So what we need to do is we need to connect these business dealings with the IRGC and its support for terror, and we can start making a real impact, and we can begin to sanction these business contacts immediately. So I want to wish you a blessed new year. I want you to know that you have many friends in Congress. You just heard from the chairman of the Foreign Affairs Committee. You have so many friends who are with you, and we will continue to be with you until that regime is no longer there and that terror machine is no longer working. Thank you so much.